Hey everybody, my name is Brandon, aka the Brando Critic. Thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Today, I'll be reacting to 12 Angry Men for the very first time. There's no real particular reason why I wanted to watch this movie. I was looking at IMDb's top 250 movies. I realized that I've never seen 12 Angry Men. I know that it's very critically acclaimed, it's considered one of the best movies of all time, and I know nothing about it. You know, I think that there's 12 guys in a room, and it's about lawyers, I think, right? This one I'm going into pretty blind. You know, most of the time I know a certain actor or a certain character or a certain plot point or a certain line or a certain tone or director. This one I really don't know. I think it takes place all in one room, but I could be completely wrong, but that's why I'm watching the movie to find out. But before we get started here, if you guys are new to the channel and you guys like movie reviews, reactions, and hangout live streams where we talk about movies, then this is the place for you. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget about that bell so you always get notified when a new video drops. And of course, let me know what you thought of 12 Angry Men, and let me know what other movies you'd like to see me react to. I'd love to hear your suggestions down below as well. Now let's watch, for the very first time, in my case, 12 Angry Men. You know it's gonna be good, folks, when you see this. Oh, I'm excited. I'm assuming we've already seen like 3 of the main characters already, just from this opening scene.
The bench will not entertain a recommendation for mercy. The death sentence is mandatory in this case.
Or are those the 12 Angry Men right there? And the opening was just to establish the courthouse. Well, I just counted. There's 12 of them, so they must be it, right? You can just see in his eyes, he's just like, yeah, my life just now rests in those 12 guys' hands. Must be intense. I get that they're establishing how hot it is in there, so of course, you know, it's gonna be just, you know, the heat of the argument as well. I see what they're doing here.
I never knew they locked the door.
Sure they locked the door. What'd you think?
I don't know. It just never occurred to me.
And so they can't get out either. Claustrophobia, trapped inside, hot.
Oh, come on, Mr. Foreman. Let's go here, huh?
Well, the guy's still in the bathroom.
Hey, what's new? I didn't get a chance to see it.
It just dawned on me how long this shot's been going on. The whole movie's not just one shot, is it?
You're a real baseball fan, aren't you, huh? Yeah.
And then I got one character that wants to be somewhere else. You know, gotta get out of here. Gotta get to the ball game.
It started. Oh, forgive me, gentlemen. I didn't mean to keep you waiting.
Oh, that guy's gonna be a pain in the ass to everyone in the room. I can just tell. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone.
We can, well, discuss it first and then vote on it. That's, of course, that's customary.
Oh, man, was this guy in Psycho? I
Let's
think I've seen him in Psycho.
go.
Just remember that this has to be 12-0 either way. All those voting guilty, please raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The man who has not spoken yet.
11.
Oh, what are we doing now?
I guess we talk.
Oh, now he speaks.
Really think he's innocent?
Now he speaks.
We're talking about somebody's life here. We can't decide it in 5 minutes, supposing we're wrong.
Suppose
Yeah, the guy's going for the morality,
whole
like,
building should
you know,
fall
we're
down
sending
my
this
head.
boy
You
off to
fall
die,
down.
right?
Suppose we do it in 5 minutes, so what?
Let's take an hour. Ball game doesn't start till 8 o'clock.
Yeah, this guy. Yeah, he knows what's up.
I'm willing to sit for an hour.
Great. I heard a pretty good story last night. That's not why we're sitting here.
What a dick.
Tell me. You're supposed to believe this kid, knowing what he is? Listen, I've lived among them all my life. You can't believe a word they say. You know that.
Do you think you were born with a monopoly on the truth?
Oh, gloves are coming off now. The old geezer just stood up. Watch out.
I'd like to ask you something. You don't believe the boy's story. How come you believe the woman's? She's one of them, too, isn't she?
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I can't see 2 slaps in the face provoking him into committing murder.
It may have been too many. Everyone has a breaking point.
And will they find his breaking point? That's the real question.
When he was 9 years old, he ran away from a fight. I saw it. I was so embarrassed, I almost threw up. I said, I'm going to make a man out of you if I have to break you in 2 trying.
I love how everyone's personality is coming out in this case. Just, it really shows what they think about, you know, life, really.
Why Unexpected turn. I thought you were all going to try to convince me. Wasn't that the idea?
Check, that was the idea.
Oh, I forgot.
And you can see all these different people from different backgrounds as well, and how that affects their idea of the case.
No, nobody wants to change. You're doing a beautiful job. Sit down.
That guy looks like Clark Kent with those glasses and that hair.
Somebody.
Could they be wrong?
What are you trying to say? Those people sat on the stand under oath.
They're only people. People make mistakes. Could they be wrong?
And one saw the whole murder through a train,
Oh, come on, nobody can.
and the other one didn't actually see it at all. So I see his point.
No one in the house saw him go out at 11:30. No one at the theater identified him. He couldn't even remember the names of the pictures he saw.
Does he have a ticket? That would have really helped him out in that case.
Take a look at this knife.
Cue the
I've never seen one.
Will Turner. That's not good enough. Same one.
Where did that come
Look at that. Booyah.
Where did you get it?
Maybe there are 10 knives like that, so what?
Now I'm going to find out that this guy actually killed the dad.
You found another
The killer's in the
one?
room.
What's that?
What do you think you're going to accomplish? You're not going to change anybody's mind. So if you want to be stubborn and hang this jury, go ahead.
That's a good excuse. Just agree with us, we can go home already.
But if anyone votes not guilty, we stay here and talk it out.
Yeah, without the fear of being judged. And the music comes in, so you know it's emotional. But that is just a crazy coincidence how he had the exact same knife with the little Chinese dragon on the handle.
Guilty. Guilty.
Last one, it won't be. Oh, there we go. Never mind.
He didn't change his vote. I did.
Oh, fine.
I knew it.
Yeah, I knew that it was going to be him.
Didn't mean to get nasty. Glad you're not one of those lets these emotional appeals influence him.
Nice apology, you dick.
Hit them where they live. That's my motto.
Just seeing Peter Fonda bend over like that to wash his hands just hurts my back just looking at it.
Oh, he's guilty for sure. Not a doubt in the whole world. We should have been done already.
They're all trying to convince him. They're all just like, I need to get home to my ma. She's worried about me. Just call the man guilty already.
Supposing you talk us all out of this and kid really did knife his father, huh?
Ooh. Yeah, that one kind of hit him. Hit him right in the feels. Yeah, he's pissed. Well, the nerve of playing tic-tac-toe in a jury room. Jesus.
Therefore, the train had been roaring by the old man's window a full 10 seconds before the body hit the floor.
Well done. Very well done. Very well done. Good point. Very good point.
Why should he lie? What's he got to gain?
Attention, maybe.
I love how this guy just talks at the camera. Attention, maybe.
If you say stuff like that to him again, I'm gonna lay you out.
First real threat. It's gonna get messy.
Man like this needs to be quoted, to be listened to be quoted just once. Very important to him.
Sounds so miserable. But makes a really good point. Some people just want attention.
Don't tell me you didn't mean it. Anybody says a thing like that the way he said it, they mean it.
Well, gee, now, I don't know.
I don't know. I refuse to believe that.
Let me ask you this. Do you really think the boy'd shout out a thing like that so the whole neighborhood could hear him?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
He's a common, ignorant slob. He don't even speak good English.
He doesn't even speak good English.
Dumbass.
Well, it could mean a lot of things. It could mean he didn't want the case or he resented being appointed. It's the kind of case that brings him nothing. No money, no...
You start to see the sweat on his forehead there. Things are getting heated, literally, figuratively. It's so subtle, but it's good.
You people are talking only about the little details. You're forgetting the important stuff. I mean, all of a sudden, everybody here...
Yeah. You guys only worried about the little details in a murder case. How dare you?
How does he know how long 15 seconds is? You can't judge a thing like that. He was an old man. Half the time he was confused. How could he be positive about anything?
Uh-oh. Shit.
Buddy, pass me that chair, will you? Those two chairs are the old man's bed. I just paced off 12 feet across...
Notice how the characters are starting to sweat underneath their arms now, too? Because more characters are getting more like, oh, maybe he's not guilty. You know, tension's rising.
Slip through our fingers? Are you his executioner?
I'm one of them.
Perhaps you'd like to pull the switch.
For this kid, you bet I would.
There you go. It's his ego that cannot see, you know, the doubt.
You want to see this boy die because you personally want it, not because of the facts.
Yep. Word.
Kill him, I'll kill him.
There it is. I'll kill him.
Kill me, do you?
Yeah, it's his personal ego that is just really clouding his judgment. I'm still thinking of that one scene where he talked about how the old man could be delusional. That was so great. That was so awesome.
I beg pardon.
I beg pardon. What are you so polite about?
Ah, shut the hell up, buddy.
Boy, oh boy, it's really hot, huh? Pardon me, but don't you ever sweat?
No, I don't. Well, it's hot in here, isn't it, huh?
Want a drink of water?
No, no, thanks.
Man, I'm getting hot just watching this movie. That's saying something. It's not that hot outside either.
Hey, huh? Must put on the same switch with the lights. Well, things are looking up here, huh?
It's funny, the fan's now on and the movie's kind of slowing down, cooling down. It's all connected. I love it.
You're just trying to bait me.
You did an excellent job.
I'll tell you
Yeah,
what I think.
yeah, he
We're
did.
going nowhere here.
It seems like the open-minded people have the doubt, and the stubborn people are the ones who are like, no,
Let's find out.
guilty.
The boy couldn't remember the names of the movies he saw because he wasn't there that night.
You think you could remember details under those circumstances?
For cinephiles like us, I think we could.
How about the night before that?
Come on, what is this?
No, that's all right.
It's that one
I
guy's
left
one
the office
defense.
at 8:30
What
and
is
went straight
this?
home
What's
and
going
bed.
on?
Before
What are
that.
you talking?
Who was in the amazing Mrs. Bainbridge?
Barbara Long, I think it was.
And you weren't under an emotional stress, were you?
He is now. The first time he's sweating. Look at that. Love it.
You can talk till your tongue is dragging on the floor. The boy is guilty, period.
Man, this guy's got a stick so far rammed up his ass. God.
Now, the boy was 5 feet 7 inches tall. His father was 6'2". That's a difference of 7 inches.
Oh, man. Oh, man. And the lawyers didn't find any of this?
I'll give you a demonstration.
Crazy.
Somebody get it.
Give me that. Boy, I hate these things.
You don't go in like this. You go underhand, right?
Well, he never used it like this. See, you lose too much time switching hands. Underhanded.
And now you have changed your vote because you say you're sick of all the talking here?
Yeah, he's right though. That's not a valid reason to change your vote.
They don't need any real big reason to kill someone either. No, sir.
Oh, now he's pissed.
Where are you going? Human life don't mean as much to them as it does to us.
Yeah, it's just prejudice. It's just prejudice and stubbornness. No open-mindedness at all.
I've known a couple who were okay, but that's the exception, you know what I mean? Most of them, it's like they have no feelings. They can do anything.
It's the all the people like this do this. Gets you nowhere. Yeah, he's starting to realize, yeah, I just want to put this person in jail because I hate his kind. That's it. And men are stubborn. They don't like being proven wrong or having their mind changed. It's just in our nature.
Now, why were you rubbing your nose like that?
I was rubbing it because it bothers me a little.
Is it because of your eyeglasses?
It is.
They're gonna say that the woman had glasses and she was like, oh, did I actually see it?
The woman who testified that she saw the killing had those same marks on the sides of her nose.
Called it. I called it. And that guy looks like Bryan Cranston.
Do you wear glasses when you go to bed?
No, no one wears eyeglasses to bed.
So she really didn't see him.
Had to be able to identify a person 60 feet away at night without glasses.
You can't send someone off to die on evidence like that.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. I love this movie. I'll say that right now, I love this movie.
But what about all the other evidence? What about all that stuff? The knife, the whole business?
Well, you said we could throw out all the other evidence.
Man, this guy is just so damn stubborn. Throw out all the other evidence. Yeah, except for that one testimony, which you've disproven.
I'm telling you, I've got all the facts here. Here.
Yes. Show the picture of the son. He's just angry at his son. I forgot about that. Man, oh man, this script is amazing.
No. Not guilty.
Oh man, that's emotional. God, that hurts. Wow, just like that, huh? That's incredible. Okay, transition this shot already. Just get on with it. There it is. Ah, freedom. Looks up to the skies like, I'm out of here. The end. Wow. That was incredible. That was incredible. Really, really liked that one. So that was 12 Angry Men, and I have no notes for this. You know, sometimes when I'm watching the movie, I'll like jot down something here or there, but you know what? For this movie, I was completely immersed. And, you know, sometimes when I watch an older movie, like, you know, I love movies, right? But sometimes when I'm watching an older film like this, you know, black and white from the 50s, 40s, or 30s, you know, obviously the pacing back then was much different than it is today, right? And obviously I grew up on films today. And sometimes when I'm watching an older movie, I'm like, okay, sometimes the pacing is a little bit slow, right? Like with Psycho in 2001, I'm like, okay, like I'm really enjoying these movies, but, you know, it is a bit of a slow movie. This movie, I was completely engaged the entire time. And I was just thinking of it from like a script perspective, right? How you have all these different characters interacting with one another. And it's just, man, I'm really blown away with this movie. Like, I'm giving this movie a 5 out of 5. Straight up. Like, this is one of the best movies I've seen in a long time. And, you know, I watched, obviously, 2001: A Space Odyssey. That one really blew me away as well. But, you know, like, I remember back in film school, and they talked about 12 Angry Men, and I guess I just never saw it. I guess I was a bit of a film snob back then. I'm like, I don't want to watch these older films. You know, but if I had to go back and do film school again, I definitely would have paid attention more to, you know, those film examples that they talked about and really studied them. Because, you know, this film is just, it's mesmerizing. You know, every single character, you know, like I might not, like we don't even know their names, right? But we know all of their personalities. We know all of their traits. We all know, like, okay, some characters are prejudiced. Some characters are stubborn. Some characters, you know, are, you know, you have like the Italian guy who's wanting to go to the baseball game. Like he's the joking one, right? Then you got the one who is prejudiced for just, oh, people like that, kids like that. And then of course you have the main guy who was crying at the end because of his kid. Like, and again, the movies that set up something in the beginning and you forget about that setup, but you remember it at the end, you're like, oh yes, of course, right? Where you don't even think about it. I think that's when you have a really great movie. And, you know, in directing class, we talked about how a bunch of characters sitting around a table, you know, it's always hard to get the angles right because you don't want to break the eye line, right? You don't want to, you know, have a characters talking right here, have the camera on this side, but then switch it on this side. But, you know, because then it would just get jarring. But just the blocking of the actors, it was so well done. And, man, you know, when a character kind of has a revelation, when you go, oh, it gets you just hooked. This movie was really, really awesome. I thought it was extremely incredible. And, you know, like I watched Psycho for the first time a couple weeks ago on this channel, My Fair Lady, you know, a lot of the older films. So if you guys have any suggestions for older films, you know, like I haven't seen Rear Window. I haven't seen Vertigo. I haven't seen North by Northwest. I know I'm listing off Hitchcock films. But, you know, a lot of the older ones, you know, African Queen, you know, I think Maltese Falcon is one. Like older films like that, you know, I've seen Casablanca. But if you guys have any suggestions, please let me know because, and it's funny. And again, when this whole year happened, people were like, oh, movie theaters are shut down. There's no other movies to watch. You know, there's 100 years of great movies. And that's why I like doing these reaction videos, is because I get a chance to, you know, see movies that I've never seen before. I get to see classics. And, you know, sometimes I don't like them, right? Like there are a couple of classics on here that I still get in shit for not liking, you know, Hook, Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, again, don't shoot me, guys. But then occasionally you do see a classic and you totally understand why it's a classic and you totally understand why people love it. And yes, 12 Angry Men, 5 out of 5. Man, this movie really floored me. It's really, really good. So anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like these kind of videos, remember, hit that like button, subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. And I want to say thank you guys all so much for the support on this channel. I know the summer months have not been the, the highest growth, but, people have been, still showing up to this channel, and I really do appreciate it. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. I'm sending you guys all the positive vibes, and I will see you guys in the next reaction video, next movie review, next Hangout live stream, whatever it might be. I will see you guys there. See you next time.